And now just take a nice deep breath and then let it go. I've been doing massage therapy for over 20 years and very much in a caretaking mode of others.
And never more so than when her niece was ill. That's when Ruth realized she needed a way to take care of herself. At the center at Westwoods, a holistic educational center south of Boston, Ruth would come to walk the Labyrinth, an ancient pattern of concentric circles that contains a single meandering path to its center.
It simplified things for me at a time when life was not very simple. So it really helped quite a bit to walk and meditate because I had a very difficult time sitting and meditating at that time.
There's no hurrying in a labyrinth. Because of all the twists and turns and things, it really forces us to slow down and pay attention.
Colin Garland built the Labyrinth at Westwoods and has lived with indigenous cultures throughout the world. He says labyrinths are ubiquitous.
They're found in almost every major landmass that had human occupation. There's certainly different patterns and different designs, but that kind of spiral or that single path to the center of something exists on many continents.
And today, labyrinths exist in more and more hospitals. At Caritas Norwood Hospital in Massachusetts, Director of Spiritual Care Mary Beth Harmon had this labyrinth installed so that staff, patients, and their loved ones would have a way to relieve stress and anxiety.
It brings a sense of peace to them. People who have high blood pressure, people with Parkinson's disease, people who have difficulty concentrating will find that when they're walking the labyrinth and they're focusing on one step at a time, they can experience clarity and they can experience balance.
And for Ruth, the labyrinth offered even more.
When I would come and walk the labyrinth during that time, I started to feel a surrender and acceptance into whatever was going to be.
There was a point where the future looked brighter for Beth, Ruth's niece. She'd stopped chemotherapy and her hair was growing back, but her prognosis later turned grim.
They continued to do CAT scans and they realized the tumor in her liver was growing again. And eventually, her liver stopped working and her whole body shut down. And she left.
It's been a little over a year since Beth passed away, and Ruth still walks the labyrinth at Westwoods. For her, it's a time out from the frenzy of daily life, but it's also a way to remember her niece.
I do think of Beth when I walk it. At that point, when I calm down, a lot of times I'll feel her presence around me. She said to us, I don't want you all sitting around crying and moaning over the fact that I'm not here anymore, and I just want you out there living your life and doing what you need to do, and just keep living for me.
And as she thoughtfully places one foot in front of the other and pauses before exiting the labyrinth, Ruth takes time to hear her niece's words.